Hey, hi, hello, welcome to Kristen Draws, where I, Kristen Draw. Today I'm going to be taking you deep into my sketchbook. So all of the work that is not planned, not always super pretty, but it's going on my site under my sketchbook tab. You can find it here. And I am separating these out into different categories. One is basically all my watercolor sketchwork. Another is a sketchbook project that I did just inspired by nature and nature shapes. And this one, really loose, unplanned sketches. They're in whatever medium is in front of me. And they're also, some of them, not all of them, some of them are stream of conscious, some of them are like muses that I've been pondering over, that I've been really intrigued by in both good and bad ways, like the alligators of Southeast Texas. I don't know, something Roald Dahl in that. The fascination with crocodiles and alligators and the intrigue and the fear of them, but also, you know, just finding them so fascinating. Like, did you know that they're totally immune to most viruses? Don't quote me on that, but they're immune to a lot of things. Anyway, just getting all of this stuff that I'm interested in and reading about, just throwing it on the page and seeing what comes, and also not thinking about what I want to throw on the page and just letting things come. I've heard this process described as a sort of like awake dream state where you're trying to just like draw what's in your head, and you're not thinking, oh, I should draw this, I should draw that, or you're not like looking at reference photos, you're just drawing what's there. Okay, so while we flip through some of my sketchbooks, I want to talk to you about this concept that is remembering where I was when I look back at a sketch that I've made. I don't know about you, but I have this incredible thing happen, and it's not with every sketch, but it is with I don't know if I can say a majority, it's with a good handful of them, that I'll make a sketch and then fast forward a year, 2 years, 3 years, even a decade. I have this with some that are like 10 years old. And when I open that book and I look at that sketch, I am immediately transported to the moment that I made it. I mean, I can remember exactly where I was, what I was seeing, who I was with, the conversations I was having with them, even sometimes smells, feelings, what I was thinking in my mind. When I look at a sketch that I did that is in a book, it doesn't happen with other like loose pieces of work. It is particularly something about this having a sketchbook and flipping open to that page within the book, that I have this crazy thing happen, and I want to talk about it because I'm wondering, excuse my NASA socks, I'm wondering if you also have this experience. Let's look at an example of that, okay? Balcony in Marzara del Vallo in Sicily. I was sat in Piero's Alfa Romeo waiting for him to come back from the ATM. 5 minutes sat in the car waiting for him, and I was like, oh my god, look at that beautiful balcony. Like, so simple, but they're so beautiful. I wonder how well I can capture that in this, short amount of time. Transported to summer in Sicily. Like, sat in the car, but relaxed, like I'm on vacation, I don't have anything to do other than maybe draw a balcony. Instantly, all of that from this. So I'm curious, when you look back on your sketches, are you also instantly transported to the moment that you made the sketch? Is it just me? All right, I was in Eastern Market at the French Cafe on the corner of Pennsylvania and 7th Street, Pennsylvania Avenue and 7th Street. And I was, feeling sad that I was leaving DC, moving across the country from Washington to Texas, to Houston. And there was this girl reading this book, and she was so engrossed in the book. And I just thought, wow, I need to read more and do that more. And also, man, am I gonna miss sketching these people walking by or sitting there in Eastern Market. I was thinking, and particularly when I was making this one, I remember thinking like, oh, I am so gonna miss just people walking by, you know, sitting at a cafe outside and the flux of people, and just the activity and being in that kind of Capitol Hill vibe scene, and you know, missing the opportunity to just sit outside on a Sunday and sketch people. When I look at that sketch, I know where I was, what was happening around me, how I was feeling, and the whole mood of everything that was going on in that moment is so crystal clear in my mind when I look at these sketches. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me about life, religion, politics, science, whatever. This has some magic. This has that thing that happens. That has some magic. Period. This sketch, this right here. I was at the Library of Congress and I was thinking, I'm not going to be able to do this again. I'm not going to be able to walk 7 blocks from my house to the Library of Congress and look at a book that is a century old, hold it in my hand. I remember this, I remember all of that, like I'm there from this.
So if you're an artist watching this, and I'm assuming that you probably are, I would love to hear about your sketchbooking experiences. Are they similar? Are they different? I'd love to hear about it. And thank you so much for watching. Next time I'll probably jump back into this project that I'm working on, my counting book, 1, 2, 3 Halloween. Again, thank you so much for being here.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Head over to my site, check it out. That's all. Bye-bye. Thanks.